The daughter gazed with conflicted emotions at her father, with whom she shared an incestuous relationship. As he entered the room and was about to undress, her mother heard the noise and rushed out to investigate. Instead of an explanation, she was met with the merciless impact of a bullet. After dealing with his wife, the father moved with heavy yet determined steps toward his son's bedroom. Little Chiang saw his father enter and danced with excitement. Before the boy could speak, his father unflinchingly aimed the gun at him. In the blink of an eye, a family of 4 found themselves reunited on the path to the afterlife. The father's brutal actions stemmed from his forbidden affair with his own daughter being discovered by her classmate John. The following day, John ruthlessly exposed this shocking scandal to the bustling crowd at school, publicly humiliating the daughter with cutting remarks, showing no regard for her dignity. As a man of high social standing, the father felt he could no longer face the world after his disgrace was exposed. He chose to end his wife's and children's lives with a gun before taking his own, believing this would forever bury his shameful deeds. What he never anticipated was that his son would miraculously survive. A bullet had grazed his vital organs, allowing him to live against all odds. Time passed quickly, and 20 years later, the son, now grown into a mature and determined man who had inherited his father's vast fortune, had been secretly investigating the truth behind his father's destruction of their family. Finally uncovering everything, he placed all blame for the tragedy on John and vowed that John would pay for this blood debt. Meanwhile, John was walking alone on an empty street one rainy night. Through the misty rain, he spotted an attractive woman and felt a flash of improper desire. Just as he was about to approach her, several shadowy figures suddenly emerged from the darkness and abducted him. When John regained consciousness, he found himself in an unfamiliar room and realized he had been stripped completely naked. He had no recollection of what had happened. Fighting against his rising fear, he searched the entire room but found only a set of pajamas and a pair of slippers. Even the toiletries were minimal, with just a single toothbrush with an unusually short handle. Everything gave him an unsettling feeling, like being in a prison. Filled with confusion and fear, he approached the door and pulled hard on the handle, but it wouldn't budge. Upon closer inspection, he discovered the door was made of iron, cold and unyielding, trapping him securely inside. "Hello!" John shouted desperately at the door, his voice echoing through the empty surroundings without receiving the slightest response. The deathly silence was like an invisible wall slowly consuming his hope. As his anger and fear gradually subsided, John finally came to the clear realization that he had fallen victim to a meticulously planned imprisonment.